It's voting time in Pakistan. Just hours from now, polls will open across the country. Some 5,000 candidates are in the fray. They're fighting for 266 seats. But not a lot of excitement on the ground because most Pakistanis have lost faith in the election. They know what to expect. A lot of rigging, a lot of military meddling, and finally, a selected government. This time, it's Nawaz Sharif's turn. The army is backing him to be Prime Minister again, so it's a foregone conclusion. Yet the world will be watching because this is a nuclear-armed state, also the global headquarters of terrorism. A national election here will have implications for the region and the world. Voting will begin by 8 a.m. local time. It will continue until 5 p.m. If voters are in line by then, they can vote. A big challenge will be security. Almost half of all polling stations have been declared sensitive. There is extra security there, and with good reason. On Tuesday, multiple incidents were reported in Balochistan, around 9 grenade attacks in one day. And the targets? Election offices and polling stations. Such incidents could keep voters away tomorrow. And fewer voters equals more rigging. We've discussed the issues and faces of this election on the show. Tonight, let's talk about the expectations. They're very low, of course, both at home and outside. Take India, for instance. How should India see this election in Pakistan? What does each candidate bring to the table for India? We'll start with Nawaz Sharif. He's a known figure in New Delhi, a 3-time former Prime Minister. His last term was from 2013 to 2017, meaning he has worked with Prime Minister Narendra Modi. The two leaders had a warm equation. And now we come to the policies. Sharif is a pro-Western politician.
Between the United States and Pakistan.
He has close ties with the United States. In the past, he has advocated for fixing relations with India. In fact, Sharif presided over the Delhi-Lahore bus diplomacy. He came to India for Prime Minister Modi's inauguration in 2014. And recently, he's been talking about a reset.
No country can progress while fighting with its neighbors.
So is there a reason to hope? Well, Sharif's track record offers some confidence. If anyone is likely to push for a reset, it is Nawaz Sharif. His manifesto talks about a message of peace to India. Then you have Bilawal Bhutto Zardari, leader of the Pakistan People's Party. India knows a lot about the Bhuttos. They are political royalty in Pakistan, but Bilawal is the new kid on the block. In the last few years, he served as Pakistan's foreign minister, so chances are India got a good look at him. And the impressions can't have been good. While in the US, Bilawal said some nasty things about the Indian Prime Minister.
Osama bin Laden is dead, but the butcher of Gujarat lives. And he is the Prime Minister of India.
Poor move for a top diplomat. It shows that he lacks maturity and experience. Will Bilawal Bhutto be any different as Prime Minister? It's tough to say. He's talked about ending the politics of hate and revenge. I guess that applies to foreign policy as well. At the same time, he keeps making those nasty attacks. Last year in August, he did the same. He said Prime Minister Modi will become the butcher of Kashmir. It's not the temperament of a statesman. And finally, we have Imran Khan. His term as Prime Minister was a mixed bag. You did have a few breakthroughs. Like the visa-free Kartarpur corridor, it allowed Indian Sikhs to visit a shrine in Pakistan without visa. Prime Minister Modi publicly thanked Imran Khan for it. In 2021, India and Pakistan also renewed a ceasefire. Again, Imran Khan was Prime Minister then. But honestly, the bad outweighs the good. Imran Khan made a habit of raising Kashmir at the United Nations. He branded the Indian government fascist.
I want to make it clear that any attempt by the fascist, totalitarian, RSS-led Indian government to aggress against Pakistan will be met by a nation that will fight for its freedom to the end.
The Pulwama attack also happened under him. 40 Indian personnel were killed. So another Imran Khan term is not really encouraging. And not like it matters. You and I have a better chance of becoming Prime Minister than Imran Khan. At best, his party can make inroads. So my point is, don't expect very much. Pakistani politicians can have the best of intentions, but in the end, only the army matters. If General Asim Munir wants a reset, it may happen. And if he does, this is the right time. General Munir took charge as army chief in November 2022, so he's got a long term ahead of him. India too will have elections this year. All bets are on Prime Minister Modi to continue in office. So there is time and circumstance. Pakistan's economy is struggling to stay afloat. More cooperation with the fifth largest economy in the world is only going to help them. It would also free up his plate. Maybe more time to focus on his other borders, the borders with Iran and Afghanistan. Both have flared up recently, so Asim Munir will be looking to stabilize things there. India, of course, will want results. We have heard promises of peace before. What New Delhi wants is action now, visible and strong action against terror groups. That's the only reason why these elections are key, because it could be a clean slate. Not because it's a democratic exercise, because let's face it, Big Boss has more democracy than this sham.